we're going to have to start at the top here with the Houston Texans, who surprised everybody in the football world. They came in at 10-7, and man, they had a hell of a year. First year coaching D'Amico Ryans. In my opinion, should have been not defensive coach of the year, head coach of the year. Stefanski did have a hell of a run, though. I'll give him that. But in my opinion, I thought D'Amico Ryans as a rookie got those boys ready to play right away. And let's not forget the emergence of the young rookie, C.J. Stroud. He impressed. As a rookie, he threw for 4,108 yards, which was 8th in the league. He threw for 23 touchdowns, which was 13th in the league, and only 5 interceptions with a completion rating of 63.9. That's pretty damn impressive for a rookie that came in. And you guys remember that? And I always love to bring this back up. Remember midway through the draft season, they were like, oh, CJ Stroud can't pass some of these tests. He's going to be a bust. He's not going to be a great quarterback. That just shows no one what the hell they're talking about. So some of these guys that think they know what the hell they're talking about, just stay the hell out of the way. The kid is talented.
Meanwhile, they were like lifting up and glazing Bryce Young so much, dude can't even see over his offensive line. So like, get out of here with that.
Right. I do hope the best for Bryce Young because he does seem like a great dude. But like, I totally agree. I don't even think this should have been even a debate that C.J. Stroud overall had the best, the best career coming into this. So the Texans have been an interesting offseason. Also, they're kind of seem like they're in win now mode whenever they're just getting started. They made a big move in the offseason, signing Stephon Diggs as well as bringing in Joe Mixon. And they also signed on the defensive side Danielle Hunter. Let's face it, guys, the Houston Texans seem like they're on the rise here. Brendan, what's your thoughts on the Texans?
I mean, spoiler alert, they're my favorite to win this division by far. I mean, they, hey, they, I know that,
I just say that because of Steve, man. Look at the shirt he got on, dude. Look at him. Look at him. He's getting all tense, dude. Look at him.
Okay, now don't get short with me like Bryce Young, Steve. But,
Or I am in real life.
yeah.
All my
Um,
kids,
But yeah, no, like I think that they, the moves that they made, yeah, you can classify it as win now, getting a lot of great veterans on this roster, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, Danielle Hunter. Um, but I think also too, like a lot of the guys that they have, they are also still built to win years down the road. And I think a lot of these veteran moves, it's smart. It's exactly what they needed. They addressed the pass rush on the defense. I think they still could use a few more additions here or there. But you needed better running back play. You got Joe Mixon, and they've got a good stable now there. You've got a true number one wide receiver now in Stephon Diggs. Whether or not it's going to work out, because obviously the controversy and stuff we'll see. But I think that they're doing everything they can, not only to win now, win towards the future, but also showing Stroud like, hey, you're our guy. We want you to be here long term, and we're not just going to do it in a contract year. We're going to do this literally your second season to show that we are committed to you.
The Diggs deal is interesting too because it's only a 1-year deal. So
Yeah.
if they're able to get out of this, if this doesn't work out and Diggs just seems like he's starting to either lose a step and he doesn't realize it, or he is just not a good locker room guy, because this is the second time that a team has had him as their number one guy and he's not happy and he causes ruckus and he ends up getting out of the team.
Anybody getting AB vibes, or is that just me?
Yeah, bro. He's a drama queen. He's a drama
Yeah,
queen.
he's
A lot of
kinda
these
like
receivers are though. A lot of them are
Yep.
prima donnas.
yeah, well, I mean, you can also arguably say that he's their number 3. You got Tank Dell and Nico Collins on that team that I think is better than Stephon Diggs right now. I would take them two over Stephon Diggs. Mike, what's your thoughts, man?
Nah, man. Stephon Diggs got sticky glue hands, bro. He's catching everything that comes at him. But I do agree with you that I think he's a prima donna in the locker room, 100%. I think a lot of these receivers are. They just think that they deserve the whole world when it's just like, dude, like, that in a game, the only way the ball comes to you is from the quarterback,
Yep.
right? The
We
quarterback should be like your best friend on the team, like, dude.
Yep.
And this is what the relationship with Josh Allen was going downhill. You saw it when they went to the AFC Championship game. After that, he was blaming Josh Allen a little bit. Then last year, he started blaming Josh Allen a little more, and that's what ultimately he asked for a trade and got him up out of there.
Yeah.
For the Houston Texans themselves, dude, like, I've heard several stories from old players. One in exact from Andre Johnson on talking about how the organization from the front office to the coaching staff was just like a horrendous shit show the whole time that he was there. And then them flipping the script, bringing in D'Amico Ryan, I think was, dude, one of the best moves that this organization did, because I think he changed the culture out there, and you saw it in his first year, and I think he's going to continue to show it throughout all these years that he can either be there and maybe get a contract extension and all that. And you know, you draft a rookie quarterback that they said that was not smart enough to play football. I don't know how smart you need to be to play football, but yes, you need to be intelligent to play the sport. You need to be intelligent in the sport. But when it comes to general aspect of life, you don't need to be that intelligent. So, dude, he's a football player, bro. He's not a fucking politician. Like, what are you guys doing?
And he did go to Ohio State, so let's not forget that. It's not like he went to some JUCO college or something like that, some no-name or something.
When you're a top athlete at a top school like that, bro, you don't do your own homework, man. I've had boys, I've gone to these schools like that, bro. And if you're a good-looking guy and you got girls all over your Johnson, like, bro, these girls are doing your homework for you, man. You're not doing any tests either. They get paid to do these tests. They spend G's to do these tests. Bro, I've heard mad stories. And it's just like, if you're a top athlete, you're not doing that, bro. You're not doing that. Like, you're focused on your job.
I wonder though too how many of these receipts like CJ Stroud has got saved up, man. Because you know, like at least for me, like I follow like the Jason Light thing, like where I keep all the receipts. Like I'm just like, if I'm Stroud, I'm like, yo, you guys have Bryce Young over me. You said I wasn't very smart, like all this stuff, and be like, where y'all at now? But I do agree though too with what you're saying, George, about D'Amico Ryans and like the culture change. I know some people, like especially today, that word gets thrown around a lot, like the culture, this or that. It's become a meme at this point. But
it's really a thing though.
Really it really does. Like if you have a head coach, a great leader like D'Amico Ryans is, I think that just it trickles down to the rest.
Makes you want to win for them, bro. It's just like anybody watching this podcast. It's just like you in your job. If you have a boss that is very respectful, friendly with you, acts like one of your boys, and you know, like, but at the end of the day demands respect because he is the title over you and you got to do work for him, but he's also going to do work for you and you guys can build together, grow together, and be successful together, bro, you're going to want to work for that person 7 days out of the week. It's just natural. It's just natural.
Yeah, that was an amazing coaching hire out of D'Amico Ryans. I know the San Francisco 49ers were really upset to see him go, but it was the right move for them to make, and he's done a hell of a job. And I can completely see him being there long term and being a great coach for a long time. He just has that young mentality, the fire. You can see him on the sideline. He's animated, but he's not in your face. And if you mess up, you know he's in your face, but yet he's not over the line. And that's the happy medium of a player that understands he's been there, he's done that, and it was a damn good player himself. So I think that was a great hire for them. The Houston Texans definitely, for the foreseeable future, look like they have the eyes. They look like they're going in the right direction for sure compared to what they were before. And nobody picked them to win the division, let alone win 10 games. I think they were arguably probably voted as like the worst team in the league at that point or something. So they did a hell of a job on there and coming out on top of the AFC South.
Also, a shout out to them real quick as well. Not only re-signing running back, but also backup kicker Dare Ogunbowale right there. Let's go. That's a dub, man.
There we go.
Their defense is solid too, man. Their defense is really solid, man.
Their downfall was kind of their offensive line, and they made some moves in the offseason to get some offensive line of getting drafts and stuff. So they have a good thing going down there.
And they played the Baltimore Ravens, which arguably should have been in the Super Bowl. But that's a different conversation.